What is up, folks? This is Andrew with MyWatchAddiction.com, and today we have another Kickstarter watch unboxing for you guys. Today we actually are going to take a look at the Heitis Okeanos Explorer from Heitis Watches, located in Buffalo, New York. So we're going to tear into this guy, see what it's all about, and see what we think. Sticking with my normal trend, when I do Kickstarter watch unboxings, I like to rock some of my previous Kickstarter watches, and that's no different today. Today we are rocking the Boulder Expedition, that Eiger model with that full face lume. Still loving this watch and glad it is in my collection. If you're a fan of taking a look at recent watches that I've had come in on Kickstarter and not a subscriber already, go ahead and smash that guy down in the right-hand corner of the screen, because I have about 8 other Kickstarter watches that are waiting to be unboxed with you guys. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the Heitis Watch Company, they are located in Buffalo. It's a small micro-brand watch company that was started by a gentleman by the name of DJ Heider. Now, DJ is pretty active in the social media arena. I first met him in a Facebook group and, have followed his work and his watches since then a little bit. Let's see the packing material. Open this up. We don't need that box, so as typical, we throw that away. Don't need packing. Let's see what we have. Now, I know you guys see me do a lot of Kickstarter watch unboxings, and I'm a huge fan of backing Kickstarter products, especially if it's a watch company that I like or a micro-brand owner that I believe in, because I feel like it's, for me anyway, it's partly my way to give back, is by backing them and letting their next products come to life. But nevertheless, right out of the gate, check out this leather travel case, guys. It's got the Heitis logo embedded right there in the leather. It's not plasticky, does not feel cheap whatsoever. Let's open this guy up. Nice, so it's a 2-watch case. Now, you'll see right here, before I go too much further, they did include a NATO strap. Now, the NATO strap was a stretch goal for this Kickstarter campaign, and we'll get into that in a minute when we take a look at the actual campaign. But black and red NATO strap, so you guys can probably guess I got the black and red Okeanos. So this is a dive watch. DJ, I'm really digging this case. This is a nice case. So there it is. The black and red Okeanos Explorer, which incidentally is Heitis' first automatic watch in their... Wow. That's some nice bezel action. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I was saying this is their first automatic watch. Prior watches were all quartz watches, and they wanted to do an automatic watch, and that's what this guy is. As we zoom in on this watch, first thing I notice is that deep pressed plaid black matte finish of that dial. It gives it some kind of texture with that plaid design to it. Also, the applied indices, which incidentally in this watch are covered with CW3 Super Lume. That CW3 should give us a nice green glow. They do also have the DGW9 Lume on their blue color combinations for this watch. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the low light visibility, and I'll post up some pictures of that towards the end. The size of this watch is 42 millimeters in diameter, which is, for me, in my 7¼ inch wrist size, that's a good diameter. But one thing I really appreciate about this is the thickness. The case thickness on this watch is only 12.3 millimeters. 12.3 millimeters on that brushed and stainless, incidentally, steel case. Stainless, I mean polished. It's an all stainless steel case, polished case sides, brushed top. And the same goes for this stainless steel bracelet as well. Brushed treatment to the top of this bracelet with polished sides, I think gives it a nice effect. It gives you the texture. If we look at the fold over clasp, we do have the Heitis logo right there in the clasp. And of course the clasp has micro adjustments to be able to get that fit just perfect. One thing that I think is really neat as we walk around the back of this watch is that case back design. I know it's blurry for you guys right now, but it does have a pretty sharp case back design. There we go, get it a little less blurry. Pretty neat case back design with the anchor, almost like the Heitis crest on it. Now this watch, this Okeanos, was named after the Greek god of fresh water, I believe it was, and that is because DJ and this Heitis Watch Company is located right in Buffalo, New York, right on the edge of Lake Ontario, which is an extremely large, if not one of the largest freshwater bodies of water in the US. The lug width on this watch is 22 millimeters, 22 millimeter bracelet. And like I mentioned, we can swap out this bracelet with that red and black NATO strap that came as a part of the stretch goal, which I think will look really, really sharp on this watch as well. One thing you will notice, which I kind of appreciate in the design, is that offset crown down there at the 4 o'clock position. Incidentally, this watch does have a water resistance of 20 ATM or 200 meters. We have not talked about the movement that is powering this watch. Being that it's their first automatic watch, they wanted to go with a movement that's tested and true, so they went with the Miyota 9015 automatic movement, which right here you can see the 9015 does have hacking ability as well as hand wind. This is a high beat movement operating at 28,000 vibrations per hour, and this Miyota 9015 rocks a 42-hour power reserve. So if we want to jump over to the Kickstarter page real quick to see what these guys went for, you can see it's the Kickstarter page for the Heitis watch offering. You can see I was an early bird backer on this watch with a pledge of $329. Now, this watch is going to be sold, I believe, in the $500 range. Although at the time I post this video, there might be a sale on their website. I'm not positive. Definitely post up a link in the comments below so that you guys can check it out. But I paid $329 for this. We can go down through, you can see a whole bunch of other reviewers have had a chance to check out this watch as well. Bob over at Time to Go Travel and Timepieces, Scott over at Watches Galore, Peter Van Panda. All of these guys, definitely urge you to check out their channels and blogs if you have not already. They have some great content over there. And then you can see the different color combinations. Now, I chose to go with the black and red color combination because, quite honestly, that's my favorite. But they do have a blue and yellow, which gives you a little bit more of a nautic feel to it with that blue and yellow color combination. There's a much better view of the case back, something that I didn't get in the video when I was walking you around the watch. So pretty neat design. Oh, and then this is another thing I forgot to point out is right on that offset crown, you do have the H logo for the Heitis Watch Company. Another thing I forgot to mention, this guy does have a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating. Sapphire crystal on this Okeanos Explorer with a high beat Miyota 9015 automatic movement. And there's some lume shots, the difference between the BGW9 Swiss lume and the C3 Swiss lume that is on the black and red version. So that was the Okeanos Explorer from Heitis Watches out of Buffalo, New York. Just want to give a big shout out to DJ. He did an awesome job on this Kickstarter campaign, stayed in constant communication with his backers, was an upstanding guy throughout the whole process. Just want to thank him. Great watch, great presentation. I'm loving this thing, glad to have been a part of it. Now, if you guys want to see this guy on my wrist or any other watch on my wrist on a daily basis, don't forget you can follow us at Instagram /watchaddiction.us. Thank you guys and have a great week.